Alright, we are back, and let's get into this IE stuff today. So, treated wood planks, we need to make a stack of them, and we're going to get an extra stack and an emerald for doing so. And unfortunately, there is no real easy way of doing this. Do you have the buckets? I think I threw them in the
No,
loot
they're in
chest.
this chest right here.
This one. Thank you. So we just need to make the buckets, put them in here, and convert them to planks like that. And like I said, unfortunately, there's no real easy way of doing this. There isn't a fluid crafting table that I know of. So I just need to continually do this over and over until we get through all of the stack. So, like, 8 buckets. Or, yeah. I guess the easiest way would be to make a ton of buckets. But I'm not wasting the iron to make a ton of buckets. Eventually, we'll have an auto crafter that we can do this in. Alright, so that.
I got something that you can work on if you want.
Storage crate we've already done, which will give us some cobblestone. I want to get these ran through first, but what do you want?
Well, gee, thanks for one.
The hell you want, woman?
You can make treated planks if you want.
What do you think I just did?
Oh.
That's what I'm doing. Okay, so now that I've done the treated planks, storage crate was looted, so we don't have to make that. The reinforced storage crate we can't do until we have iron rods and iron plates, and I don't think we looted any iron plates, just iron rods. And I'm going to wait until we get the press to do that. Same with the metal barrel, but we can go ahead and make the wooden barrel. So we're going to need, wrong table, we need this, and then boat shape underneath, and that gives us a wooden barrel, and that will give us a place that we can start storing up our creosote. We can either do it manually or we can use a pump. That is very weird that when I punch that looks like it's breaking. Anyways, so that gives us this one, which gives us some iron grit. Gave us 6 of them. And then we have our engineer's crafting table, which this is the recipe. We need to make treated sticks, crafting table, and slabs. But I believe somebody has looted us one. Did you find the crafting table, or just the engineers?
Up here, this top crate, storage crate has bottom corner, regular engineer's workbench and the engineer's circuit table.
Yep, that's not the crafting table. That's the other thing.
Okay.
All right.
Here.
So,
a normal one, so you don't have to make another one.
So we need sticks. We have the slabs. Where is the what in the world is that thing called? Engineer's crafting table. That's why it's not in the bench. There we go. Craft that up. And then if I repair my axe, which is going to need some string. There we go. We can get rid of this one. And I'll end up making another one of these probably to put here. And this one will actually hold its inventory in the grid and down below, which is beautiful. I love it. Alright, so this can be done in the blast furnace, not in the regular furnace. Alright, good to know. So let's go ahead and throw that in there with some sticks because we have tons of them. Alright, so that gives us an emerald for that. And then we have the engineer's workbench, which we already have right here. And if we hit R on this, you can see that it takes an engineer's crafting table to make it with an iron ingot, 2 slabs, and a treated wood fence. But since we already have it, we don't need to make it. And this is where we make, we use our blueprints, these here, and we can make different crafting components, or, I thought we had one of those blueprints around here. Let me look it up here. Blueprint, there we go. So we have this one, which is for the arc furnace electrodes. This one, which is for banner patterns. This one is the crafting components, which if I hold shift, it'll tell you it makes circuit backplanes, electronic components, advanced electronic components, iron mechanical components, steel mechanical components, vacuum tubes, iron chest twice for some reason, copper to iron chest upgrade, and incandescent light bulbs. Then we also have specialized projectiles, which is for the gun, and common ones, and then the metal press one, which we'll be using when we make the press, and that's how we'll be making our plates and rods and wires, is with that. Alright, so that takes care of that, which is going to give us a little bit of iron, which I'm pretty sure they stacked with what I already had, so I have no idea how much iron they gave me. And then we get into ear defenders, the blueprints, which they want us to make the crafting component and the mold ones, and it'll give us some paper, and we'll do that when we actually build the press. There's one for doing the iron chest, which is 6 iron plates and a copper chest, or 8 iron plates and a regular chest. That's why there was 2 of them. So we'll get into that again when we get the actual press. Then there's the garden cloche, which we need power to deal with that. We have our conveyors, specialty conveyors, lights, the fluid stuff with the pump and the pipes, and then the router. And then we have our blast furnace down there, which we got to go to the nether for. We're going to go ahead and jump back up here because we want the engineer's tool, which is the wire cutters, which is 2 sticks and a iron. And this can be regular sticks. It doesn't have to be treated. And then this is actually used in here. I do believe it's used for the molds. You can also use it for making wires out of plates, which you will probably have to do because you need it for making power, which is what we need to look into now, which is the kinetic dynamo, which is going to need an iron mechanical component, which you don't want to make these in the crafting. You want to make them in the workbench because it costs you less iron to do so. But I do believe we have one right here from looting all of the things we have done. So we look up dynamo. We're also going to need a copper coil block, which means we are going to need copper wires around a stick. And this we're going to have to do with copper plates and the wire cutter because we don't have the press yet. So we're going to need 16 copper. And I do believe we're actually going to have to cook this one. So I'm going to go ahead and get this cooked up. Do we have any charcoal or
Yes.
Where at?
Bottom.
Oh,
There is 18 blocks of coal.
The coal I want thrown in for coal coke. All this coal right here, this goes in here.
That's kind of what I figured, but I'd put it all in one place.
Yep. We want it for coal coke so we can make steel out of it. I'll just hide those in there. She'll find them later. It'll be fine.
No, it won't.
And I'll be back in just a minute when our copper gets cooked up. Alright, copper is cooked up. Where'd my engineering hammer go? I thought it was on the wall.
No.
What'd you do with it? I had an item frame.
Yes, I had to move it.
There it is. Found it. Oh, I forgot this thing turns things. Don't hit things with it. Okay. So
Please
that,
don't.
and that does this. And then we do this. And that makes those.
I hate
And
these
we
flowers.
do this. And that gives us our coils, which is only 4. I need 8. I did not math that correctly. I need another 16. Hold on. Put that into there. And more charcoal. That
You
into
picked up my
there.
box.
There you go.
Thank you.
Now, while that's actually getting done, let's make a water wheel. Well, actually, let's look in the quest book, because if it wants a component first, water wheel, no, it just wants the actual, which takes steel. We're not making a water wheel yet. What about the windmill? Can we make the wind one? That takes iron. Okay. So we can make our first bit of power with wind, not with water. Gotcha. And that should only take the windmill. Yes. Alright, so we need 8 of these, so we need 8 times 4, and then 8 times 3. Okay, there's that. And then this with that, and that will give us the 8 of those. Surround that on the iron, and that will give us the windmill. But before we do that, let's grab these and come over here to this crafting table. And let's finish this up. Okay, so now we have all 8 of those. So we put those like that around the iron. That gives us the coil. And then we have the 2 iron. I need 2 redstone, which we have. So this, those, these, and the component. That gives us the dynamo. So now we have our kinetic dynamo, which gives us more iron grit and some cooked mutton. And we can now pop out the windmill here. And that'll give us a copper coin. She's going to have to get us a bunch of hemp made so we can make the tough fabric to upgrade our windmill. But that will come later. Apparently, elytra on a budget. A collapsible glider. Aluminum rods, a leather tunic, and 3 tough fabric will make a collapsible glider. Interesting. We have the aluminum rods, so we actually have 16 tough fabric up here, so yeah. We need to get the 8 windmill sails done first, and then I can make her a cheap man's glider, apparently. Alright, now, one thing I do want to do before I like to make my tree wood scaffold. Okay, they didn't change the recipe. I like to use this for my windmills. Are you shooting things at me?
Nope.
Certainly sounded like you were shooting something at me. What in the hell? It even has crops already planted in it.
Yeah.
You have potatoes, wheat, and carrots. And
Back up.
I might be stealing your glowstone. What did you break it for?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It kind of needs to not be in our front yard, ma'am. Could you put it over there somewhere?
Can you clear me spaces? I have 3 of them I need to plant.
Yeah, we can.
I need 3 9x9 spots. But we can do that in between.
Mark out what you need here, and I'll clear some trees for you. Anyways, now that she's done trying to bash my head with a thing here, my shop is going to be, where am I going to put my shop at? I'm afraid that if I come back here, which is where I think I really need to, we have a bunch of cobblestone. I really should just make an actual above ground place before we do this. Stone cutter, I need 3 stone for. Do we have any cooked up stone already? We do. Alright, so that with that will make us a stone cutter. And I don't think we can do... Hey, we have roof things in here. Alright, so there is cobblestone bricks. I might just do that to not have to cook this stuff up. Let's see what it looks like. Cobblestone bricks. What do you think, ma'am? You like those blocks?
Ooh, those are pretty.
Okay. Well, good. I'm glad you like them. Here you go. I need a factory. That'll get rid of a whole bunch of our cobblestone. She likes building.
Not when I'm in the middle of marking shit.
Oh, it's fine. We'll do this later. I'm going to go ahead and get us a... I need to go find us some lava, because I'm not going to do diamonds and make a pickaxe. I'm going to do the bucket thing to make us a portal. So I need to find us some lava, and then I'm going to see what I can do. That we do have one there and one there, but that one might actually... no, it doesn't look like... Let's go look and see. Is this coming
I'm going
from...
home.
Yeah, it's nighttime. I expected that.
FYI, I finally got everything put away.
Okay. Hopefully these don't burn. I think I'm far enough away from the lava that I'll be okay, even if they do. But I think this is a little pool of lava right here. No, it is not. Well,
source.
darn. Yeah, it's just one source trickling out. But that gives me...
I was about to say one trick pony, but it's not a...
Yeah. It does give me 2 blocks. There's one there, and then there's this one over here. So that gives me 2 buckets of lava. I just need to get 8 more, and we'll be done. So I will do that. In the next one, we'll make our first adventure into the Nether. They suggest I have iron armor. I'm going to make the first one with what armor I have, because I'm an idiot. Because they use plates in here, and I don't want to mess with the plates. I'm amazed they did not make their scaffold work like vanilla scaffold, now that vanilla has scaffold.
By the way, you do have that in your backpack. At least
Scaffold?
10 of them.
Good. As much as I don't like vanilla scaffold, the way it works, I'm kind of getting used to it now. I'm used to IC2, so the vanilla stuff is kind of weird to me, but Trin's used it in GT5R for his frames, so I'm kind of getting used to it now. So it's his fault. I should have went out over there. There's like no way out of here. But I have cobble. Alright, so that is our first bit of... Yeah, I just seen that happening. I thought I was far enough away from him, but apparently not. Alright, so let's get back in the hole over here. And we will end it for today. Next time we'll head into the nether and see what we can do to get us a blast furnace made. They not have a water wheel, windmill. Oh, the freaking connectors are all the way up there. Alright, so after we get the building made, we'll get the accumulator made, which means I need to find some leather, or some lead, get that cooked up for the plates, and then we can make our connectors and connect up our windmill. So we'll do that in the next one after she builds us a factory to put this stuff in. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.
Bye.